So I'm shooting this video today because I wanted to answer and address a few of the common questions that I often get from people right at the beginning of their digital journey. A lot of people that kind of are really interested in the idea of starting their own online business, but they don't really know where to start or how to go about it. Okay, so the first question I want to answer is, what is the SFM and how does it all work? Well, fundamentally, in a nutshell, the SFM is an online education platform which teaches people how to start their own online business from scratch. And I think it's fair to say that the education is aimed at people that have never done anything like this before, or have maybe never worked for themselves before, or certainly never started an online business before, because a lot of the training is very much walking people through step by step, even some of the most rudimental basic steps of starting an online business, which for me, when I first started back in August 2017, was exactly what I needed. Because I'd never done anything like this before, didn't have a history in online business, and I just needed somebody to kind of handhold me, walk me through step by step everything that I needed to do to set up my own online business from scratch. And I think it's pretty fair to say that the SFM has a really strong framework for enabling people to get up and running, irrespective of things like technical ability or industry experience. Because I know they're often quite limiting beliefs for a lot of people when they think about starting their own online business. They think, oh, well, I really like the idea of it, but I can't do that because I'm not technical. Okay, I'm not technical really in any stretch of the imagination, but if you can send an email and copy and paste, you pretty much got the technical ability you need in this day and age to start an online business. And the SFM is very good at helping you realise that these aren't huge technical challenges that you've got to surmount. It really helps you and kind of walks you through all of those things. So what has the SFM done for me personally? Well, I'm sure you're probably already aware of my story, but just to give you a really potted synopsis. So prior to starting my online business, I spent 10 years in the corporate world in recruitment in the City of London. And, it's very long hours, very hard work, good money, and I was prepared to do all that right at the beginning of my career as a younger man when I was 23, 24. But over the last few years of my career, I was just really not enjoying it anymore. And when you get married and have kids, your priorities change in life, and I just didn't want to continue working in a job where I was trading time for money. And not being able to see my family all day. So, that's why I had to go and find something else, find a different way to generate an income so I could support my family on my terms. And, what has the SFM done for me? Well, I'm now at that point where I do feel like I'm on the other side of that fence. I'm now working for myself as a digital entrepreneur. I've made that whole mindset shift from an employee where you trade your time for money to where I am today. I've got an affiliate marketing business called Scrap the Rat Race. I've got an online recruitment business called True North, and I'm also in the stages of setting up a physical e-commerce business as well, called Bamboo Baby, which I'm really excited about as well. So don't get me wrong, still so much further I can go with my online business, and I'm certainly not the finished article. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I'm really proud of kind of progress that I've made within that time. And if you'd said to me 2 years ago that I'd be working as a fully dedicated digital entrepreneur for myself and generating an income online, I would have thought absolutely no way that was possible. But thankfully I kept plodding along, I kept putting one foot in front of the other. I refused to give up, and now I'm at the point where I feel like I've made some serious breakthroughs. And I think it's really important to stress though, it's taken me a good couple of years to enable that to happen. This is not an overnight thing. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Anyone that's looking for that, they might as well sort of walk away now, because this certainly is not what it is. It's not some kind of miracle cure where you pay for some course and it starts printing you money. Okay, because quite frankly, they don't exist. Okay, you've got to put in the hard work. You've got to put in the elbow grease. It's like anything in life. To get it up and off the ground, you're going to have to put in the hard work to make it successful. But I knew I was prepared to do whatever it took to enable me to spend more time with my daughter. And all of the skills that I was learning, I knew that would eventually pay me back 20-fold in terms of time and finances, because I'd have a business that works on a pretty much automated basis, which, you know, a lot of my online businesses do, which is fantastic. But I think it's really important to stress that at this stage, that, you know, this is not something that you can just, you know, buy a course and you're going to start printing cash. Okay, it's definitely going to take a lot of hard work and a lot of commitment to get there. But the good news is, you know, with the SFM community, you have that support, you have that framework in place, that if you're prepared to put in the hard work, if you're prepared to not give up, and as long as you're prepared to keep asking questions, there will always be somebody there that is prepared to give you the answer. Yeah, and that's something that I've been so immensely grateful for in finding the SFM. And it's a really difficult thing to describe until you're kind of on the inside. But if I'm ever stuck with anything to do with my online business, or, you know, I don't know how to do this on my website, or I've got this problem over here, there's always somebody there that's willing to help. And be that one of the mentors, you know, the guys that run the business, or even from a peer level, you know, other people that are kind of a few steps ahead of you where you are. Yeah, there's always somebody there that's prepared to help. So, yeah, I'm firmly in the belief and the mindset now that the only way you can really fail within the SFM is if you give up. Because if you're prepared to keep moving forward, and you're prepared to keep getting up when you get knocked down, and keep, you know, moving forward in the face of frustration if things don't work, then you will eventually work it out and you will eventually find the answer. And thankfully, there'll be a lot of other people there prepared to help you and pick you up and keep moving you forward. So one last question I want to answer, which I get asked very often as well, is I'm really interested in starting my own online business, but I don't know what kind of business I can start. And to that, I say, neither did I. When I first started, I had no clue really what kind of business model I would adopt, or I didn't really have a particular idea or a particular kind of passion that I wanted to build a business around. I knew that it made sense to me that an online business was a sensible way forward, because, you know, you've only got to look at companies like Amazon to realise that the future of all business is going to be online, irrespective of whatever industry you're in. So the idea made total sense to me, but I didn't really know what kind of business I was going to adopt. So I just committed to going through the education. And, you know, thankfully I had a lot of light bulb moments along the way where, you know, certain ideas really resonated with me, and I was like, okay, that's a really good idea for a business. And, you know, my businesses have been formed off the back of the ideas I've had whilst going through the education. So don't let that be a constraining factor to kind of hold you back, thinking I don't really know what I want to start my business in yet, because neither did I at the end of the day. So I hope that helps. If you're interested in moving forward with your own online business, then you can submit your initial application below to the SFM. It's $29.95 for your initial application. That comes with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. So the whole application process is designed to allow you to test drive the training for a full month, to try it out for yourself, try it on for size, see if it's the right kind of thing for you. If it isn't, then you can get a full refund within 30 days anyway. So my advice to anybody really that's seriously considering starting their own online business is submit your initial application, because it's risk-free. You know, you can get your money back at any time anyway. So if you'd like to move forward, there's a link below that you can enroll on. And yeah, I very much look forward to welcoming you into this amazing community. Look forward to seeing you on the side. Bye for now.